The Detroit Red Wings enter the 2016-17 season listed with odds of 25-1 to win the Stanley Cup. The Detroit Red Wings kept their streak of making the playoffs going last season as they just barely made it to extend their streak to 25 straight seasons of making the playoffs. If the Red Wings are going to keep the streak going in 2016 and 17, they will have to do so without longtime standout Pavel Datsyuk, who left to play in Russia. The Red Wings just barely made the playoffs last season as they were simply an average team. The Detroit Red Wings had an overall record of 41-36-5, and the team was just a few games better at home than on the road. Detroit was nothing special at home as they went 22-19, and on the road they were just the opposite at 19-22. Going against the Red Wings when they are at home this season could be profitable as Detroit is still overvalued on home ice. The Red Wings did go under the total a little more than they went over, with 36 games going under and 31 going over with 15 pushes. It may be the same thing this season as the offense for Detroit simply isn't that great, and without Datsyuk it could struggle even more. Detroit struggled at times to score goals last season as they averaged just 2.5 goals per game, which was 25th in the league. It is hard to see how that number goes up much with Datsyuk no longer on the team. The defense for Detroit is nothing special as they allowed 2.7 goals per game last season, which was 17th in the NHL. It probably won't be any better this season as the Red Wings are still counting on players like Danny DeKeyser and Mike Green on the back end. The Red Wings have a good goaltender in Peter Mrazek, who will need to shine this season if Detroit is to keep their playoff streak alive. The Red Wings have a good mix of veterans and youth as experienced players like Henrik Zetterberg, Thomas Vanek, and Darren Helm are joined by young stars Dylan Larkin and Thomas Totter. Detroit re-signed Darren Helm, Luke Glendening, and Teemu Pulkkinen, and they added former 40-goal scorer Thomas Vanek in addition to signing Steve Ott and Franz Nielsen. The Red Wings didn't really do anything in the offseason to get much better as the addition of Vanek isn't exciting. He sure isn't going to replace Datsyuk, and unless someone like Nielsen steps up, the Red Wings could struggle to score goals again in 2016 and 17. The defense for Detroit isn't that good, which puts a ton of pressure on Mrazek. Last season, the Red Wings got good play for the most part from Mrazek, but there were times he did wear down and looked vulnerable. The Red Wings simply don't have the look of a team that is going anywhere, so the 2016-17 season could be where the 25-year playoff streak ends. Don't forget that Bang the Book is your best resource for sports betting information on this event and every other sporting event and game this week. Click over to bangthebook.com now.